stand. This one's super cute, and I chose the orange and pink just because I felt like it was a little bit different. You know, you're always welcome to choose whatever colors you want. So if you wanted to do purple or turquoise or something like that, you're welcome to. But you know what? I always kind of like to switch it up in my paintings, especially with the different background colors and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you with the orange and pink, but just know along the way, or in any of my classes, you're always allowed, or of course you're allowed, you're always welcome to choose the colors to suit your style. Also, if you are new in the future and you're getting this from an archive video, I guess you all are doing archive videos today because I'm filming it this morning. I am totally self-taught. I've never had an art lesson before, so I teach you exactly how I think and how I paint. It's called the Timree technique. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here. Now I always like to start with 4 brushes. The first brush is your largest brush. This is called your fatty. Your next brush is a little bit smaller. That is your medium brush. Skip a brush, you'll find your littlest brush. That's your baby. My poor baby's a little crooked here. It's been in the water too long. And then you have your brush that's in between your baby and your medium, and we call that between. Now, you are always welcome to use any, sorry, we have, we're getting air conditioning today, and suddenly we have people coming to my home. It is 7:30 in the morning. So I was trying to do this really early so nobody would be here. I'll throw it off. Also, make sure that you have a napkin, a plate, and your water. So let's go ahead and put our paint on our plate. I always like to start with 2 whites. And if you see me looking in this direction, that's because I have a big screen right here that I can see myself. So we all know it's like hard not to watch yourself on camera, you know? All right, 2 whites like that. I also have 2 boys, so you might hear my 2 boys in the background. They're supposed to be watching cartoons right now, but we'll see. Then we have our hot pink. So just remember, I like to use the basics paint, but if you don't have this paint, so no big deal. Just use whatever you have. This is primary red, but I call it hot pink because really, it looks hot pink. Then let's get a little bit of pretty yellow. Uh-oh. A little pretty yellow here. And then we need some of the orangey red, just a teeny tiny little bit of orangey red. Darlings, you never want to use too much paint because paint is like gold. You know, it's like you don't want to run out of it and it, yeah, don't waste it. All right, here we got our chocolate, just a tiny little bit of chocolate because we just need the chocolate for our little post right here. Then we need just a tiny little bit of dark blue. Look at, so just a little bit. Just a little bit, because you know you can always grab more paint. You can always get more paint. And then lastly, some turquoise. Oh, not lastly. Look, I even put too much turquoise in. Now I need some green. Okay, did I get all my color? Oh, and one more color for my grass. And then finally the light blue. Now if we, gotta get this all propped up here. Now finally, if Matt, my husband, usually helps me behind the scenes. He gets me situated and then I kind of take over. But I think he's in the backyard now. A little bit of light blue. So I have 2 whites, turquoise, dark blue, light blue, pretty yellow, red, pink, brown, and green. But I need to change the camera, please, because we're getting ready to move to the next one. And I'll go ahead and I'll take the mouse. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to grab our tween brush. Tween brush. Are we good? Let me move that over so you don't see our fan. Okay. Why does it seem like we see so much of the kitchen over there? All right. Tap a little water. You gotta. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab our tween brush. We're going to do a little puddle next to one of our whites. Tap and puddle, tap and puddle, tap and puddle, tap and puddle. Now, you might hear some noises around. That's because somebody's on my roof right now putting in the air conditioning. Whatever. It's all good. Trust me, I'm just thankful we have air conditioning. If you've been doing my live streams, look, we're tapping and puddling. If you've been doing my live streams, you'll know it's been so hot in my kitchen. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a chunk of white, zhuzh in your puddle, to get a watery white situation. And let's go ahead, now I normally use a darker color, but in this case we're going to use a lighter color. So let's grab a little bit of that pretty yellow, and you're going to make a butter color. Make a light butter color. You see that? It's kind of a little bit washed out on my camera. Now I'm going to make mine a little bit brighter so y'all can see it on camera, but stick to your light butter. Let's go ahead and put a dot right here in the middle of the canvas. Can you see that? I think you can. I wish this was like this. Hold on here. It sounds like there is somebody on top of the... I'm gonna put some... I don't know. Let me see. It's a little better. Again, you would think I would have this all figured out after it's been months, but it's all good. Okay, let's go ahead and cut that in half. Okay. And right where this is, we're going to go ahead and draw a line. Can you see that? I feel like this needs to be like this. There we go. This needs to come over here. I know you can't see that candy up there, but we'll fix that. Maybe I'll put my, the joys of just figuring it out on your own. Okay, let's go ahead and bring it up and do our big box. Now make sure your box is big enough where you can write candy, and also so that way when we do our next step, we're going to bring it out for our little awning. Okay, and also feel free to pause me at any time. So you're always welcome to pause me. Let's go ahead and close it up. Now notice how I paint. I just go one big stroke. Boom. Okay, if you're new, we don't paint like this. Oh, is it straight? I don't know. Even if it's not straight, okay, this is like an outdoor awning, like maybe the wind's hitting it. You're fine. Then we're going to go ahead and bring it straight down. Notice I bring it in just a little bit. Straight down. Okay. And close it. Close it. So straight down, close it. And then we're going to go ahead and put a line right there. Making sure that we have enough room for our cute little candy jars. Now normally I'm doing it live, so I kind of have a good feeling on the pace to go, but I might be going a little bit faster today, so again, always feel free to pause me, okay? Let's go ahead and we'll do circle, triangle. And then I'll start over here doing another circle, triangle, circle, triangle. Those are going to be our little candy jars. So easy. So easy. Circle, triangle, and then you're like, okay, that's it. Yep. Now, even if your circles are hitting the bottom, that's okay too. Just remember, there's all different kinds of candy jars. So, these have a base. Maybe yours don't have a base. And guess what? Nobody cares. You are just fine. You are just fine. And then we're going to go over here and let's put a big circle in the corner. Because, oh, Matt, do you mind moving this down here, please? Because I have a big candy up there. Matt's going to move me down. There you go. Just cover my sink. There we go. That's so much better. So I got a big circle up here. And then let's go ahead and we're going to put 2 triangles coming out for our custom candy sign. Our custom candy sign. Okay, my darlings, I think that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put our brush in the water. We're going to grab our fatty brush. We're going to grab our fatty, tappy water. And zhuzh the white. Push it, move it. Push it, move it. Tap a little water, push it, move it. I'm going to grab the biggest chunk of white I possibly can. Like, look. We're not messing around. Then I'm going to grab a chunk of light blue. Now, you'll notice I don't mix it together on my plate. I just chunk it. When you're ready, wipe it off. Look at that. Okay? We're going to go ahead. Now, I kind of forget to put the grass in. So just kind of go like this. Oh, grass. So don't go past here. Don't go underneath here. Because it's not floating. Let's go ahead and paint this in. Just like so. Now, even if you get a little yellow in it, like I got a little yellow in mine, just pretend like it's rays of sunshine. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm going to grab a little bit more. Now I'm going to go through here and just go ahead and go over your brown lines. That was just kind of practice to kind of show where to put your candy jars. And do you notice how I'm using the fatty brush? And I didn't perfectly color it. Look at it. Oops. Oh, now I'm getting the paint. Disaster. I didn't perfectly color it. Look, it's kind of over my lines. You're fine. Okay? I'd rather you just kind of learn to be kind of free with your brush, confidence. It's all good. It is all good. Okay, washy. If you're still working on your background, go ahead and pause me. But I'm going to go ahead and move forward, okay? I know that this can kind of take a little bit of time right here to kind of go through. And you know what? If it kind of stresses you out, you're always welcome to use a smaller brush. So if you want to use a tween or something like that, do it. Do it. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our medium brush. We're going to grab our medium brush, tap a little water, and zhuzh the white. Now, I feel like the colors are kind of dark on the painting, and I would like it a little bit brighter. So I'm going to grab a big chunk of white. Look how much white. Look how much white. Let's go ahead and color this in. Color this in. A big chunk of white. Another big chunk of white. Another big chunk of white. And then let's go ahead and color this part in. And you don't have to go around your yellow. You can leave your yellow lines or not. Doesn't matter. We're going to go over it with orange and pink anyway. So just be free with it. It's like a little better, but... Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and color in our candy jars. Going over the yellow. This is the real deal. Now, if you pull in some of the blue... Another white?
Yeah, in the future.
If you get a little blue in it, that's okay. Because it's kind of like see-through. It's kind of like see-through. So I've painted now all this white, this white, this white, this white, this white. Okay? Great. Let's go ahead and washy. Washy good. Okay, my darlings, let's go ahead and grab our medium brush and zhuzh the pretty yellow. Zhuzh the pretty yellow. Corner some white. So I got pretty yellow white with my medium brush. Let's go ahead and color that big candy in. Chunk. Done. See how it's so blown out, Matt? They can't even see that. Okay. Then I'm going to grab a little bit more yellow, white, and I'm just going to use the corner of my brush. Look at, poke. Poke. Okay? Now, don't wash your brush. So, I'm going to take a little yellow, little hot pink, mixy to make an orange. And again, I'm sorry if I'm going a little faster today. It's just that I've got some guys working on the house that I know we're going to get really loud real fast. So I'm going to grab some orangey. So I'm going to make an orange, and let's go ahead and color this in. Okay. A little yellow, a little pink, mixy. You'll make a beautiful bright orange color. Okay. Great. And then take a deep breath. I got my coffee this morning at 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start by going over my drawing line. Over my drawing line. Okay? It needs to be up like that. It's a little better. And then I'm going to do one right in the middle. Get a little bit more. To the side. To the side. Ooh, this one's a little. Okay. And then you're going to wash it. Wash it good. Wash it good. Okay, my lovies, let's go ahead and we're going to grab our tween brush. Okay, we're going to grab our tween We're going to take a little bit of hot pink. I kind of moved mine to the side. And let's grab a little corner of white. Makes it nice and beautiful. Not super light bubble gum, but just like a little bit lighter. It's actually going to turn lighter because our white is still wet. So it's going to turn into a beautiful bubblegum pink. Let's go ahead and just pull it down with confidence. Okay, pull it down with confidence. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, honestly, I really would love you just, maybe this time around, since I'm kind of pre-recording it and I'm not talky crazy, try to keep up and be like, okay, Timree says, here we go, just one big line. Boom. Boom. Down. Boom. Down. Boom. One big line. It's kind of like the faster you go, the smoother it's going to be. Okay, and let's go down here. Let's do one big line here. So I know mine's not really showing up because I got so much paint on it. If it's ever not showing up, that means you need to go ahead and don't push too hard. It's like I'm barely touching it. Grab a little bit more. Let's go under here. So this has a nice clean line. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're just going to push it like this. Push, push. A little bit more. Push. A little bit more. Ah! So cute. So cute. Do not wash your brush. So I got my pink. Next, I've got this red. So let's grab a little corner red. Let's go ahead and pokey. Pokey. And when you're ready, take that red. Confidence. Let's do our letter C all the way over here. So we have enough room. I'm not going to lie, that's a pretty darn good C. If I don't say so myself. Just remember, this is like a hand-painted sign, okay? Like, this is so cute. Then I'm going to grab a little bit more pink. It's okay. You can add a little white to it. Doesn't matter. Could be red, too. Let's put our little dots on our candy cane. Candy cane. What are we talking about? Just candy. A little bit more red. Let's put a little lollipop in the middle. It kind of looks like a popsicle, but whatever. Whatevs. So I might have gone really fast. What I did is that I did my pink stripes. I went around it. Pink here. Loopy, loopy, loopies. Then I grabbed a little bit of red. I did my candies. And then I did my C. I did my dots. And I did my little lollipop. I should have made them circles so then that way it looked like more like a lollipop. Okay. All right, darlings, washy, good. Washy, good. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our turquoise. We're gonna grab our baby brush and our turquoise. So again, pause me if you need to do all your pink and red moments, okay? But don't do the bows yet because that we need the baby brush. So let's tap a little water. And when you get your turquoise, I kind of push it to the side. And I like to zhuzh and then I twist my brush to a point. Okay? And what I like to do is I'll start with a smile. Circle it. Circle it. Do my little hat. And then I do I grab a little white too. I'll do an upside down capital T. So let me make this a little bit closer with my zoom feature. Smile. Circle it. Circle it. Notice it doesn't have, I might add a little white to it. Triangle. Upside down, capital T. Okay? It's just like very light on your hands. You're like, okay, sure, smile. Nothing too serious. Look at the this one's kind of comes out a little bit. You're okay. You're okay. Breathing. Whew. Breathing. Okay, loves, let's go ahead. Washy, washy. Washy, washy. And we're going to go ahead and take our, let's get back into that orange. Let's get back into that orange, okay? So I'm going to take that orange, pink, and yellow. Let's go ahead and do an A. Let's go ahead and do an A. Lovely. Washy, washy. Washy, washy. Let's zhuzhy the pretty yellow with our tween. Let's go ahead and do the D. N. D. Sorry, I hope you didn't mess up. If you did, just take a little towel and water. N. Because you can't do this. Get it? Then we're going to grab a little bit more pretty yellow, maybe a little white. What are you doing, honey?
Covering up the workers outside.
Oh, it's fine.
There you go.
Yeah, but now you're going to see a messy table.
There you go. Perfect.
Then we're going to go ahead and let's put our little yellow in here. A little yellow pop. Okay? Now, don't wash your brush. We'll take that yellow, little turquoise, mixy to get green. You can use this dark green too, but I like the turquoise and the yellow because it makes a beautiful kind of more limey green. And let's go ahead and put the D there. Cute. Now mine's kind of going into the white, and that's okay. That's what makes it look hand painted. I mean, people pay a lot of money to have things hand painted, and you're doing that right now. Okay? Washy, washy. Washy, washy. Let's go ahead and zhuzh the turquoise. And let's put a Y. There they go. You can hear the workers in the back. That's okay. So a little turquoise, little white. And this time you're going to kind of shoot it out like this. A little bit more turquoise white. To kind of do your candy wrapper. The white kind of gives it that little look. Do you see that? There it is. Can you see it? It might be a little off today, but that's okay. It's all about having fun, right? It's all about having fun.
It's looking great.
Thank you. Oh, can you hear that? Let's go ahead and zhuzhy the dark blue. We just need a little bit. So I got my tween brush still. Let's zhuzh the dark blue, corner the white. And always please feel free to pause me. Remember, don't forget you can pause me. Let's go ahead. Like that.
Make sure they don't turn the electricity.
Huh?
We'll make sure they don't turn the electricity.
Okay. It won't be long. Great. That's all I need for them to turn electricity off. And then it's like, what? Then let's go ahead and pull this down. Pull this down for the next lollipop. Deep breath. Deep breath. Let's go ahead. Washy, washy. Washy, washy. Good. Then we're going to go ahead and zhuzh the dark brown. Okay. And we're just going to pull it down here. Pull it down here. Now, if you go over your candy jars, that's okay. It's like behind it. It's fine. And then I'll kind of turn my brush to skinny position and do my little sticks. You're always welcome to use your baby brush for that. If that like really stresses you out, use your baby brush. No problem. No problem. Okay? Washy, washy. Okay. Let's do our flowers. So I'm going to take my tween again, zhuzh the white. But this time I'm going to make it a little chunky on my brush. See, that's pretty chunky. And I'm just going to go like this. Push 1, 2. See that? Push. Push. Okay. Then I'll grab a little pretty yellow. Just push right in the middle. To get those perfect little flowers. Just adds that little sweetness to our painting. No pun intended. Let's go ahead and grab our medium brush, my darlings. And it's time to put in the grass. I love painting the grass. So we're going to go ahead and zhuzh the green. Now remember, pause me if you need to. Big chunk of green. Chunk of pretty yellow. Maybe a little bit of white. Remember, we don't mix it together. We just chunk it. Then I'm going to take it, wipe it off. Just chunk it like that. Okay? Then, fatty position. Remember, your brush goes two ways. It can go fatty or skinny. You see that? So skinny position, you'll take your brush. Maybe you grab some more green. Okay? And you're just going to bring it up like this. And you could do your little, maybe they come out. And just bring it like this. Green, yellow. Maybe look at, ooh, maybe one's high. Maybe one's low. Maybe one's high, maybe one's low. And you want to see green moments, yellow moments, and white moments, and it's so cute. So cute. Okay, we are on home stretch. Let's go ahead and grab our baby brush. You can pause me if you're doing your grass. I'll grab a little bit more white with my baby. These are all just little details. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and do little hooks right here, little highlights. In all of our little paintings. Little highlights. Okay. Yep, there is a drill going on in the backyard. That's okay. Okay, now you can keep it as is. This is probably the one, but I like to add a little bows to it because it is Girly Girl Thursday, and why not add some bows? Okay, and you can do whatever color bows you want. But I'm going to do the hot pink because it's going to show up nicely. So I'm going to zhuzh the hot pink, zhuzh and twist, and this is how we do the bow. You're going to go ahead and dot, loop it, and then down and flip, and maybe this one's like a little shorter. Okay, so it's like loop it, down and flip, down and flip, loop it, down and flip, down and flip. This one could be a little longer. Just to add the cuteness. Now, if you want to get super technical, now my husband's at the sink. Don't do the ice right now. Love you, love you. Gosh, I'm almost done.
Try to hear something. Sorry.
A little bit of white. Usually we are picking up my son from camp. Now we're getting ready to take him to camp, so we got to get the ice and everything. So you could take it. Let's zoom this in. You just do that little hook in the middle. You don't have to do that part. Okay, darlings, the most important thing is to sign your name. Matt, we're going to get ready to move the camera. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use the white because it's going to show up nicely. I'm going to sign my name in the corner. Always sign it in the bottom corner because that's what keeps it professional. Let me get my gold paint because my last name is Gold. There we go. Okay, Matt, are we ready to change it? Here we go. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this painting, the candy sand. I know I might have gone a little bit faster today, but that's okay because remember, you can always pause me. I can't wait to see it. Please post it. I usually do it live so I get to talk back and forth with you, but just tag me at Timree, Timree, so I can see your beautiful, beautiful paintings. All right, well, I hope you have a sweet day, sweet weekend, sweet everything. All right, everybody, have a great day.
Just figured out a great way to do our Yeah.